This is the world's most secure convoy. The shipment of this convoy is perhaps more important than the US president, because a nuclear weapon is being transported from one point to another. If this convoy is struck in an attack, one of the most dangerous weapons in the world could fall into the wrong hands, creating unrest worldwide. That's why its security can't be compromised. So, how does America transport its nuclear weapons? What is the purpose of the different vehicles in this convoy? And how do federal agents deal with the situation in case of an attack? There are 12,119 nuclear weapons around the world, and America alone has 41% of these weapons, which are spread across the entire country. These weapons are under the possession of the US Army, Navy, and Air Force. Nuclear weapons are kept hidden and spread across different locations, and the exact locations are kept confidential. But if the weapons are placed in safe locations, why transport them to different locations? The biggest reason for this is maintenance. Just like every other military weapon, nuclear weapons also require maintenance. The parts of nuclear weapons can rust, requiring upkeep, and the health of the plutonium or uranium core must be monitored periodically to ensure they don't fail when needed. That's why these weapons are stored in strategic locations, but the maintenance units are set up in central locations. In the USA, there is a dedicated federal agency named the National Nuclear Security Administration, responsible for the security and maintenance of nuclear weapons. There could be other reasons to move nuclear weapons from their strategic locations besides maintenance, such as security concerns. If US intelligence finds out that the location of a nuclear weapon has been leaked, they will immediately change its location. Nuclear weapons are kept under high security, but when these weapons need to be moved from one location to another, they must travel through the same roads used by the general public. While these weapons are sitting in a remote location, they are safe, but when they come onto the roads, their security becomes more complicated. To address this challenge, the US has created an agency solely responsible for the security and maintenance of its nuclear program. This military convoy you're seeing on your screen is used to transport nuclear weapons. This convoy is so secure that a normal person can't even imagine its features. The number of vehicles in this convoy can vary depending on the size of the weapon and the location it's being transported to. At the front and end of this convoy are police cars responsible for ensuring the convoy moves without stopping. Between these police vehicles is the convoy in which armored vehicles surround the truck containing the nuclear weapon. These armored vehicles are called Bearcats. Each of these vehicles is so strong that they can withstand chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and high-yield explosive attacks. Not only that, but each vehicle consists of 4 to 6 highly trained federal agents responsible for protecting the convoy from attacks and counterattacking the enemy immediately. These vehicles have small holes at various points, allowing the federal agents to shoot at attackers without exiting the vehicle. These agents are trained commandos equipped with assault rifles, handguns, and shotguns with thousands of ammunition rounds. Additionally, there is an automatic machine gun mounted on the roof of these vehicles. All the vehicles in the convoy are interconnected through radio communication, which operates on 3 different channels. One channel allows the Bearcats to coordinate with each other in case of an attack. The second channel is used to keep the convoy's status updated. According to the SOPs for nuclear weapons transportation, there should be a minimum of 7 armored vehicles in a convoy, 5 accompanying the truck carrying the nuclear weapon and 2 escorting the convoy a kilometer ahead. Every few minutes, the commander in the main convoy receives updates from the escorting armored vehicles. The reason for using 3 different channels is to ensure that if the enemies jam the frequency of one channel or any mishap occurs in the main convoy, the 2 vehicles escorting the convoy can use their own communication channel to call for help. The convoy is also connected to an emergency control center through the 3rd channel. The control center is responsible for tracking the convoy and dispatching backup forces in case of an emergency. The control center will give code words to both forces through encrypted radio links, and neither force will trust the other until the secret code words match. These secret codes are necessary to prevent the enemy from accessing nuclear weapons by infiltrating the forces in uniform. In the middle of the convoy is the truck carrying the nuclear weapon. This truck is specifically built to transport nuclear weapons. The body of the truck is made of special hard steel so robust that it can't be cut with a grinder, nor does a drill machine work on it. Even if this truck flips for any reason, its body will not crack. This truck is so strong that if it catches fire, it will keep the nuclear weapon safe for hours. The driver's cabin of this truck is bulletproof and bomb-proof, with doors that can only be opened from the inside. Due to these extensive protection features, this truck has one drawback: its weight. This truck weighs more than 25,000 kilograms, which limits its speed and ability to take sharp turns. To deal with this, the US has installed another security feature in this truck. If enemies somehow take over this truck and try to take it to their desired location, there will be a blast at the joint connecting the container carrying the nuke to the truck, separating the container from the truck. Due to its heavy weight, it would be impossible to drag it manually. Regarding opening the container, the agents transporting it do not have access. This container has high-security electronic locks that can only be accessed by top officials of the National Nuclear Security Administration. However, if anyone manages to reach the truck's cargo, they will be greeted by an automatic spray gun that sprays a highly adhesive material, restricting the movement of anyone trying to steal the nuke. If someone manages to avoid this sticky liquid, they will be electrocuted immediately with a voltage 6 times higher than household electricity. Additionally, 2 helicopters with advanced machine guns and commandos fly over the convoy throughout the journey. When these helicopters are about to run out of fuel, 2 other helicopters replace them before they leave their positions. In the history of America, nuclear weapons have been transported thousands of times, but no one has ever tried to attack them due to these obvious security measures. What do you think about the level of security provided for a weapon of mass destruction? Let me know in the comments section. Speaking of mass destruction, do you know about the Chernobyl nuclear disaster? It was the biggest blunder of the Soviet Union. Click above to see what happened and the permanent impact it left on the area. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that bell icon so you never miss out. Thanks for watching.